Mr. Zuckerberg, thanks for coming and talking with our committee. I appreciate your presence here and your testimony. And, frankly, I go back to when I first saw Facebook and I said, why would anyone put this on the internet? And obviously you had a vision for this company that, frankly, some early stage venture capital companies took a pass on. And they missed it. I'm sure they're kicking themselves today. But you've pulled off a truly innovative company that, while we haven't yet captured all of the possible innovation on the internet, you really hit a spot. And as a capitalist, as a guy who launched a successful company, scaled it up, and as a founder are still in large measure in control of that organization, though it's publicly traded. So congratulations. It's a rare feat. And I just wanted to get your insight about where technology is headed. I mean, so prior to Facebook talking about Libra or a digital wallet, Calibra, there were people saying, well, Bitcoin's this niche thing. Listening to how some of my colleagues have addressed you, I suspect you may actually envy whomever Satoshi Nakamoto is because he's very anonymous. It's hard to subpoena Satoshi Nakamoto or ridicule him, but then again, no more control over Bitcoin. There's no headquarters or anything else. So clearly made blockchain synonymous with Bitcoin early on, but blockchain itself and distributed ledger technology, I believe, is going to be substantially bigger. And I think a lot of people took Facebook's entry into this space as a sign that you and others view this as a much larger space for emerging technology. Could you tell us a little bit about your views on that?
Sure. I think that there needs to be a number of approaches here. I think some of the innovation in cryptocurrencies and the decentralized nature of that can be very valuable. I just think that that's not what a big company like Facebook can add to the industry. Once we're in the position that we're in, we're not going to create something that's decentralized that can't hold up the highest standards of protecting against all the risks that we're talking about today, whether it's financial stability or fighting terrorism or crime or fraud. We want to work with regulators to make sure that we can build something that's at that highest standard. So,
not because they're avoiding our laws, but because they do have regulatory certainty in other jurisdictions. Frankly, Switzerland is one of the leaders in this space for regulatory clarity. But when we think about Libra, you're 121st, which is a bigger number than 435th, I would say, and I'm weighing in here today. Do you believe that Libra has a role to be centralized, or could the money itself be decentralized?
Well, Congressman, I think you're highlighting an important point, which is that there's a big difference between trying to create a new type of digital payment system and creating a new type of currency that is, what we're trying to do is a payment system that is based on a reserve of existing currencies.
Right, and I think centralization is the key, and I apologize, I'd love to talk to you this about an hour, but I only got 10 seconds left. Centralization versus decentralization is the key, because if you can distort or change the value, all of the effort in American securities law depends on the central actor, and in America currently that would be regulated as a security, which has big implications. My time's expired.